Here is a requested tutorial on how to make this stylish circle flare dress with a flower design and also an extended sleeve. So if this is something you like, kindly hit on the subscribe button, give this video a thumbs up, leave your comments at the comment section. So let's dive right into today's video. So to start, here's the fabric I'm using. I'm using 3 yards of Ankara and 1 yard of doll face satin. So here is your fabric. You're going to fold it into 2 equal parts. Then after that, you fold it again in form of a triangle. So let's refold. Fold this into 2 and then fold it in form of a triangle. So after folding, make sure that your fabric at the lower part aligns and also at the upper part. You can also move this to the edge this way, right? But I'm on the smaller size, so this is okay for me. I'll just go ahead to fold it in form of a triangle. This is what I have. Then I'll adjust the lower part of my fabric before we go ahead to cut it out. Now to cut this dress, you just need one measurement, which is your bust measurement. Now you're going to divide your bust by 4 inches. Bust is 33.5 inches. I'll divide it by 4, and what I'll do is to go ahead to add extra 1 inch to it. So the measurement I have is 9.3 inches because my bust divided by 4 is 8.3, and I added extra 1 inch. So I'll go ahead to draw a straight line at this point. Now you see how I'm drawing my line. Do not slant it down, right? So from that point, place my armhole measurement on it. Get your chest line or armhole measurement, which is your bust circumference divided by 6 plus 1.5 inches. Mine is 7 inches. Place my tape at that my armhole measurement. Now, in the upper part, I'll measure 4.5 inches. Please note, this 4.5 inches is not a standard. You can use -5, -6 from the upper part. This totally depends on where you want your neckline to start. This is where I want the neckline of my dress to start, right? So from that 4.5 inches, I'll place my ruler and draw a straight line. Now, after marking this straight line, for the measurement you're going to impute at this part is your nipple to nipple divided by 2 plus half. If you're a bit busty or your bust is fuller, you can use your nipple to nipple divided by 2 plus extra 1 inch. So after that, I'll add my stitching up allowance of 1 inch at the upper part of my dress, and I'll go ahead to mark. So from that point, I'll connect my curve through and I'll come up by 1/2 inch and connect this. I'm going to be using a facing to turn the neckline of my dress. So what you do now is to mark the length. Mark the length of my dress. I'll place my tape at that 4.5 inches and mark the full length of this dress. So for my dress, it is 35 inches and I added extra 1 inch just because I'm going to fold it at the lower part. To fold a circle dress, you can easily go ahead to weave it out, or you can use your bias to do that. I'll place my tape at -4 and I'm going to mark the length of my dress, which is 36 inches. I'll place it again and I'll continue doing this till I get the length of my dress all the way around. Please, sorry for the noise at the background of this video. It is actually my neighbors. So I'll just go ahead to continue marking till I get to the end. After I'm done marking, the next step I'll take is to reconnect it. So now I'll go ahead to add extra 1/2 inch to the upper part of this dress, which I'll be using to turn the upper part. That is like a turn up allowance at the upper part of my dress. You can decide to use a bias to run the upper part, or use facing or cut out a lining. That is, if you're using lining, you're going to cut out the actual size of this dress, right? But for me, I'll be using a facing to turn the neckline. So I'll cut this and then slit this into 2 equal parts. Now I'll cut out the lower part of this dress, and after cutting it out, go ahead to separate it. But first, this is what I have. So I cut both the front and the back together. So that is why we folded our fabric before going ahead to cut it in form of a triangle. Now we're going to cut out a facing to turn this. Remember, like I said, I'm using a facing to turn mine. So what I'll do now is to place this. I'll just go ahead and fold up my fabric into two. Now I'll place another fabric underneath. So what I'm trying to do is to cut out the facing that I'll be using to turn this. So I'll be also cutting the facing for both the front and the back. I'll go ahead to trace out the armhole. Now this is what I have. I'll cut out two pieces of this. Now the first thing I'll do is to go ahead to turn the neckline of this front, right? But for the back, I won't be turning it immediately. Now I'll also go ahead to attach a pocket to it. For my pocket, for the length is 10 inches, for the width is 7 inches. So what I'll do is mark out that 10 inches that I have here and I will cut it out. For this pocket, you'll be cutting out two pieces, two for one side, and I'll fold this and give it a little curve. I'll also use this to cut out another pieces and I'll be attaching it to the side of my dress. What I'll do is mark ½ inch here because I'll be using ½ inch on top to turn the armhole. Then I'll place my chest line measurement, which is 7, and then mark my shoulder to waistline. My shoulder to waistline is 17, but I went up by 1 inch, making it 16 because I don't want my pocket to be too low. So I'll also repeat the same thing here, mark ½ inch, then place my tape at that 7 inches and then mark my shoulder to waist and minus 1 inch from it and mark. If I minus 1 inch from it, I have 16. I'll place this and stitch it up with ½ inch. I'll also join this to the other side of my dress. That is to this part also, I'll attach my pocket. So after I'm done attaching the pocket, I'm done stitching up the neckline of the front, right? I'll notch the armhole and also the sides. After notching the sides, I'll go ahead to turn it. This is what I have after making this, and I'll go ahead to keep it aside. For the sleeve of this dress, for the width, I'm using 7 inches. But when you're making yours, please go ahead to reduce to 6 inches for the width because I had to reduce mine. Now, to get the total length of your sleeve, remember when we cut out our pattern, the upper part we used minus 4.5 inches. Now that minus 4.5 inches, you're going to multiply it by 2. So if I multiplied it and what I have is 9 inches, then I added extra 1 inch to it, giving me 9 inches. And I added extra 36 inches, which is the total length of this dress, because of this sleeve extended all the way down to the lower part of this dress. I have a total length of 42 inches by 7. So just like I said, when I measured this, I felt it was too wide. So I took out 1 inch from it, making it 6 inches. So I have a total of 45 by 6 inches. I'll go ahead to run a stitch of ½ inch on it. Let me use my pin to explain this part. I'm going to run a stitch of ½ inch on it. After doing that, I'll now fold it this way so that the joining will be at the back of the sleeve and it will not show by the side. Then I'll now stitch it down, right? Then after doing this, we will now attach it to the dress. Also iron it. If you also want to add an interfacing to your sleeve, you can do that. So after I was done stitching and I ironed it out, this is what I have. Now place the right side facing your fabric. That is the part that has the joining will be facing up, while the side that doesn't have joining will face your fabric. Now place it there and place your facing and go ahead to pin this down, right? So after pinning this down, the next step you're going to take is to go ahead and stitch on. You're going to stitch on the neckline of this dress, right? And also on the armhole of this dress. So after you're done stitching, this is what you'll be having. Go ahead to notch this all the way around. Now, after you're done notching, you're going to flip this. You can use your hemming gum to hold this down at the back, or after stitching, you just weave it out, right? And then hold it by the side. So I'll just go ahead to place this and I will pin it out before we go ahead to stitch. Now, I've gone ahead to down the sides and the pocket, so you're going to stitch with 1 inch. Then when you get here, slope it to ½ inch, then connect it to your pocket, stitch with ½ inch, then stitch with ½ inch here and slant it down with 1 inch. Repeat the same process at the other side of your dress. Now you've seen I've pinned my sleeve. What you do is to go ahead to measure out that -4 inches, multiply it by 2, it will give you 9, and then add extra 1 inch, which will give you 10. But for me, I wanted my sleeve to be a bit free at the armhole, so I marked 14 inches, but when I was attaching it, I used 13. So that means I added extra 3 measurements to what I was supposed to use. I just wanted my armhole, the upper part, to be a bit free, right? So that is the good thing about this sleeve. You can always go ahead to readjust it if you're not comfortable with what you have. Pin this down and you're going to stitch it at the right side. You top stitch it in front. Now also repeat this for the other side of your sleeve also. Now after this, I'll just go ahead to stitch. So after I was done stitching, next is to cut out our flower design. What I have here is about 8 inches. I'll fold it into 2, and from here I have 7 inches. I'll fold it and mark. So this measurement, while I was cutting it, I felt it was too much, so I reduced it. I used 3 inches on both sides, took it all the way down, connected it and connected it to the tip, and then connected it also to the other side. What I'll do now is to go ahead to cut this out. So after cutting this out, I also felt that this sleeve was too much. The petal of the flower was much. So what I did was just to go ahead to reduce it very well, both the height and the size. Like, I had to reduce it before working with it. If not, the flower would have been too big for the dress. So I used this to cut out 10 pieces for my petal. The 5 of the petals had interfacing, while 5 did not have. So that 5 that did not have is what I'll use to turn it to the right side. So I just cut out this round circle, cut out 4 of it. I used 2 for the base and I turned 1 round, which I don't have like a button. Then I just made this design to cover it up. Turning, this is what I have. This is what I'll be using for the base, one of the round circle for the base, and I'll go ahead to pleat out my petal. I'll fold it and I'll top stitch it round on top of that little circle that I made, creating a flower for it. So after stitching, you'll be following it round. After stitching one, you stitch the other one. Then you now collect the last round design that you made and you keep it on top of this pattern, and you stitch it, then tack it down to your dress. So after I was done making the dress, this is what I have. If you find this video very interesting and educative, please kindly hit on the subscribe button, give this video a thumbs up, leave your comment at the comment section, and join us on our next video. Thanks.